Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today's flow, we're going to focus on the head, neck, shoulders, and spine. Just getting into those areas where we hold a lot of tension throughout our day, seeing if we can release that through movement, through our breath, through that awareness of our movements. Be sure to have your blocks, a strap, and your mat, and we are going to start seated. So when you're ready, gather those props, and we'll see you on your mat. Enjoy the flow. Once you've found that comfortable seat, allow your eyes to close. Take a nice full inhale here. And let it go. Allow yourself to arrive into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connect with the sounds, the smells, the temperature of the air. Just allowing yourself to become more and more present. On the second inhale, draw those shoulders up to your ears. Create tension, notice the tension. And then on your exhale, draw the shoulders down and back, relaxing them down as you drop into that physical body. Acknowledge that release of tension through the neck and shoulders. This will be our focus today, neck, shoulders, the spine, the mid-back, all those areas that we hold that tension in around our day. Especially if you're in a place that's a colder climate, we tend to hunch in. So we're going to open the front body, strengthen the back body. Focusing on feeling good through the neck, the shoulders, and elongating that spine. Just kind of scan from head to toe, shoulders to fingers, just acknowledging where you are today in that physical body. And allowing yourself to be mindful as you move. Remember, no woulds, coulds, or shoulds. Just allow your practice to unfold. Give yourself permission to explore the movement. Notice how each of the movements feels, and if you need to adjust a little bit to accommodate to your body, do so. It is your practice. I'm just guiding you. Keeping the shoulders relaxed as much as possible. Take another full inhale. And as you let it go, allow yourself to drop inside the body. Noticing your beating heart first. Moving into the mind, acknowledging those thoughts dancing around. Any emotions attached to those thoughts. Give all of that some validity. Give all of that some loving kindness. And then as you continue to grow your breath here, as you inhale and exhale a little bit deeper, any of those distracting thoughts, anything that's not going to serve you in a positive way right here on your mat, see if you can acknowledge those, give them loving kindness, and send them away. Allowing yourself to be left with just the breath, with you just sitting here in the present moment, focusing on your sensations that are happening in your body. If you're comfortable, start to engage that Ujjayi pranayama, that slight narrowing of the back of the throat. Focusing on that breath where it's a 360. So as if you're inhaling and filling the torso, front, back, side to side. And then as you empty it, everything draws back toward that center line. See what it feels like to inhale, maybe just a little tad deeper than your body's ready for. Notice that little pause, that little tensing, that little hesitation at the expansion on your inhale. And then do the same on the exhale. Exhale to feel that little pause, that little tension. Do that a couple rounds, noticing that, and then find that space to where you inhale just before that tension, and you exhale and stop just before that tension. So really expanding through your limits. Just kind of notice what happens in the shoulders. Can you keep those shoulders relaxed even though you're expanding your breath? Notice what's happening in the jaw as you expand that breath. And taking just a few more rounds of breath, teaching the body, reminding the body that it's okay to relax as you breathe deeper. You can release tension in the neck, jaw, and shoulders as you breathe deeper. So kicking into that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest, allowing the muscles to ease out of their tense positions. Maybe settling in on an intention here. Be present, to release tension. Maybe just to breathe. Whatever your intention is for being here, set that in your mind's eye. A word, a phrase, an image. We'll set that intention either with the sound of Om or a sigh of the breath. Bring your hands to your heart center, wherever that may be, and exhale fully. Full inhale. Releasing those hands down. Allow your eyes to blink open. We're going to come into a long-legged Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet are a little bit wider and longer. You can stay seated up on something if that's going to feel good to your body right now, but just a little bit longer. And then bring your hands to your shins or your ankles. So we're just going to do a little cat-cow here. So as you inhale, draw the shoulders down and back, lift the chest, lift the chin. And then on your exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, let those shoulders come forward. Again, just with your movement, inhaling, you're opening and expanding. Exhales, you're rounding and drawing in. Your inhales lengthen and extend the spine. Your exhales round the spine and flex it. I'm going to take 2 more rounds here. And the next time you get to that open position, you're going to pause. So opening up. As you open up, let the shoulders drop down, slide those hands behind you, press your hands into the floor and lean back into the hands to really open the chest, and then draw your chin toward your chest. Continue to expand through the front body. Press with the feet just to engage the legs. You're going to take 1 more breath here. And on your inhale, come back to neutral spine. Take those arms all the way up to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring the arms nice and wide. So we're going to do a little bit of flossing through the neck and shoulders here. So take your right hand to your right shoulder, draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Take a big inhale, take your left hand, point those fingers down. And then on your exhale, you're going to switch. Head goes to the left, left hand to left shoulder, right hand extends away. Good. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, switch. Good. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, switch. Big inhale here. Exhale, switch. Good. 1 round here. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Good. On your inhale, bring both hands to your shoulders, bring your head to center. And then on your exhale, roll those elbows forward and down. Good. On your inhale, open them up and back. Exhale, forward and down. So just a little bit in the shoulders, nice big circles. And if you can't quite touch your shoulders, don't worry about that. Your hands can just be free, right? So whatever needs to work for your hands. Good. Take 1 more down and forward. And then we're going to go the opposite way, up and back and down and forward, up and back, down and forward. Don't forget to breathe. Inhaling brings you up. Exhale brings you down. Last one here, inhale. And exhale. Release those hands down, just pause. Notice the heat you've created here. Good. And then you're going to slide that right shin in front of your left shin, create some space. So you have this nice little cross-legged position, trying to stack your ankles, space between your pubic bone and your shins. Inhale, take those arms up. Exhale, press down into the feet. And as you exhale, sweep those arms underneath your shins or your thighs. And then press your knees into your forearms or your hands as you pull your chest forward. So a little bit of stretch across the back of the hips, into the low back. And again, can you relax the jaw, neck, and shoulders here? Good. Take another breath here. And then as you exhale, release that. Let those knees drop down. Walk the hands forward any little bit. And just rock a little bit from side to side. So touch into the hips, the hamstrings. Let the head dangle if it feels good. Good. Take another breath here. And exhale. Good. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk toward the right side of your mat, so toward your right knee. Good. You're going to lengthen here for a moment. And then as you exhale, start to sit up. Bring that right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee for a little bit of a twist. Good. Pressing down, lifting up. Gaze can look back or forward. I tend to use my breath. I like to inhale, look forward. And then as I exhale, look back. I just feel like it gives me a good little range of motion for my neck. And it helps me feel any of those tight areas in my neck and shoulders. And can you bring your awareness to your back shoulder? And can you rotate your palm so that that back shoulder opens up? This is what externally rotates. So your thumb's going to face away from your hips. Going to take one more breath. Inhale, look to the front. As you exhale, take that left hand, grab onto the left knee. Or sorry, right knee. Right knee, left hand, right knee. Inhale, takes that right arm, reach it up. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. So you're just kind of using that leverage with your hand and your legs so you don't fall over, but also to find a little deeper stretch. Good. Take two more breaths here. Take your gaze down to your left shoulder or left knee. Exhale here. Good. Using your arm on your leg as you inhale, pull yourself up, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, that right hand is going to come to your left knee. So your arms and legs are crossed. Good. As you inhale, press the knees down, press the shoulders down, grow the neck long. So a nice little stretch for your traps, the back of your neck. And as you exhale, draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. Take an inhale, keep pressing down with knees, shoulders draw down. Exhale, chin to chest. Good. Take an inhale there. Exhale. And then as you inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Good. Stay there for the exhale. Good. Another breath. And then as you inhale, take those arms up, uncross them. Exhale, bring them all the way back behind you. Both of them press down into the ground again. Lean it back, open the chest, bend the elbows a little bit, and then chin to chest again. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Good. Lean into those hands, lift the knees. Keep the hands behind you. Find a little boat pose, just engage the core. Good. Squeeze knees, squeeze ankles. Take another inhale. And then on your exhale, you're going to take that left shin in front of your right. So again, creating that little bit of space so your heels aren't touching, your shins are crossed, maybe feet under the knees as much as possible. And then as you inhale, take those arms up. As you exhale, scoop the knees up. As you scoop the knees up, chest comes forward, hips go back, press down into the feet. So you're finding that nice little stretch along the back body. Keeping the jaw, neck, and shoulders as relaxed as possible. Good. Take one more big inhale here. And as you exhale, let the knees fall, let your heart come forward a little bit more, and just kind of rock into it. Let the spine round if you need. Just kind of get into the hips, the spine. Let the head dangle if that feels good. Nice big breaths into the back body because the front body's constricted. Exhale fully here. On your inhale, lengthen back out. And as you exhale, walk toward that left leg. Pause here and lengthen, just find that little twist. And then on your next inhale, start to walk back, your right hand to your left knee, left hand comes behind you, sit up nice and tall, and then start to rotate. And again, you can add that neck. Inhales will look forward. Exhales will look back. And maybe focusing on that back shoulder. So rotate the arm so you externally rotate it so your thumb faces away from you. Just to continue to open up the chest, find more expansion in the front body as you continue to breathe, finding that little rotation in the spine. Then on your next inhale, looking forward. As you exhale, grab onto that left knee. On your inhale, take that left arm up to the sky, grow long in the spine. And then exhale, lean it over to the right. So that left knee is pulling you away. Your shoulders are rolling back. You're finding that length in the side waist. And then maybe take that gaze down toward your bottom knee or your bottom shoulder. Another big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, use your arm to pull yourself up to center. And then exhale, that left hand's going to come to the right knee. Grab onto the knees, pull the knees down, pull the shoulders down, grow the neck long. Good, breathing here, sitting up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, drawing shoulders down, knees down. Relax the jaw, but continue to breathe. As you exhale, draw your chin to your chest. I'm going to take a big inhale here. Exhale. On your inhale, rotate your head toward the right ear, right shoulder. Again, shoulders down. Exhale here. Good. As you inhale, draw the head back to center, reach those arms. And as you exhale, lean those hands back behind you, press down into the hands, lift the chest. Maybe drop the head back. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend into those elbows, lift the knees, hover the feet, find a little boat pose. Good. Maybe hands join feet. So if you're on something, that might be a little more challenging. Good for the core. Good. Take another breath here. And then as you exhale, take that right shin forward. Take your left shin out to the side. So you might need to come off anything you're sitting on. So we're coming to that 90-90 sit. So making sure there's 90-degree angle between your pelvis and your thighs. And then sitting up nice and tall here. Press down into your back leg, making sure it's also 90 degrees. Sit up nice and tall. And then kind of face a little bit toward that right knee. And then you're going to walk yourself a line over that right knee. So your left hand's kind of in front of your shin, your right hand's off to the side, and then press into the hands, press into the legs. So you're pushing your hips back and sending your chest forward. So again, just getting into the hips a little. We're going to add in just a little bit, layering in some hips, layering in some more shoulders. Another big inhale here. And exhale. Good. As you inhale, lean into your right side. Maybe that right elbow drops to the ground. Take your left knee, draw it toward your right ankle, and then grab onto that left ankle. Then send your left knee away from you. So you're going into that quad stretch. And from here, press into the bottom shoulder, roll the shoulders back to open the chest. Some of you might have a little bit more mobility to where you take that left foot, you place it on the ground, that right knee lifts to the sky, so your hips then lift and drop to the ground. So you're in this reclined quad stretch. So this quad's in that quad stretch, foot but bend back like hero pose. Good, take another breath here. And then wherever you are, you're going to drop that right knee down again for that pigeon or for that 90-90. Release the grip of the foot. Good, and then press yourself up. Pausing here in that 90-90, set yourself up again, take a look. Good, press into the hands, and then hands so you can lift your hips and maybe slide that right hip over just a little bit to the right. It just depends on your inner groin. My inner groin doesn't let me do that much, but yours might. Good, and then press the legs, you're gonna press into your left knee, and then lift that left foot any little bit. It may hover a millimeter, it may hover more, so we're doing a lot of this internal or external rotation with this hip. Breathe. And release that. Press into the hands, draw both knees, and then you're going to switch it around. Take that left shin forward, right leg out to the side. So you're in that 90-90, so 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Everything creates that nice little right angle. And then sit up nice and tall. Face a little bit toward that left knee. And then start to walk yourself toward the left knee. So your right hand's in front of your shin, left hand's off to the side. Pull the chest forward and send the hips back. Press down into the legs. So you have this nice little stretch on that outer hip. Probably your glute medius, the second glute, not the top one. Maybe a little piriformis if you're lucky. I'm gonna take another breath here. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, start to lean into that left side. Take that right knee to your left ankle and then grabbing onto the right ankle and then find that quad stretch. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Pause here for a moment. Notice those sensations. And then if it feels okay, top of the right foot comes to the floor as you roll those hips to the floor. Lift the hips so that your hips can come all the way to the floor. And then find that reclined hero. So half hero. Press the knee down. It doesn't matter if it goes away from the body or toward the body. Just press it down so you're getting that quad stretch. Continue to lift and open through the chest. So you're pressing into the elbows. Good. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, slowly coming out of that, drop that left knee down. Release the grip. Come back up to that 90-90 sit. Good. Pressing down and then press into the hands, lift the hips, slide that left hip over to the left any little bit. Might be a very little tiny move. And then press into the hands, staying up tall. Take that right heel and lift it any little bit. Again, mine's like hovering. I might get 2 pieces of paper under it, but I feel it here. It's one of those I know is so good for the outer hip strength, but it's just not very rewarding with the movement you get. Good, take another breath. Exhale, press that down. Good, roll to the side, lift both knees, and then come forward onto hands and knees. Once you get to hands and knees, maybe find a few rounds of cat-cow. Taking any form you like, you can go forward and backwards, so extend and flex through the spine. Maybe go side to side, doing some barrel rolls, taking that spine into lateral flexion and extension. So whatever's going to feel best to you here. Just kind of move around, check in with the spine. We're going to do a little bit of upper back strengthening here in a moment. Come to neutral spine. We're going to sit back on our heels. If sitting back on your heels does not feel good, sit on a block. But you're going to bring a block with you. So you're going to need both blocks if you're sitting on one. Sit back on those heels. Take the other block in your hands. You're going to hold onto it the long way. Hands are on the short ends. And you're going to just squeeze your hands onto it. You're not gripping it. Arms are straight. Fingers are straight. And you're sitting up nice and tall, so you're engaging through the core. Good, and on your next inhale, you're gonna push the block away from you, slide those shoulder blades away. And then as you exhale, you're gonna draw the shoulder blades toward your spine, drawing the block. Good, inhale, push it forward. Exhale, drop together. Good, inhale, push it forward. Engage through the core. Exhale, draw it back. Be sure you're not like arching your spine, you're just moving through the shoulder blades. 2 more. A lot of strength here. Good. Draw it in, hold. Got it. So shoulder blades are squeezing, you're lengthening through the spine, tailbone's drawing on to the blocks or to the floor. Press into that block with your hands. Good. Take another breath. As you exhale, send the block away, right? So broaden through the upper back. Shoulder blades pull away from one another. And then take the block up nice and high. Keep separating the shoulder blades. Keep pressing into the block. Lengthen up, lengthen up, lengthen up. At one point, your low ribs are going to want to poof out. You're going to want to arch your back. Keep them in. And then just pause where you feel that resistance. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, grip the block with your right hand. And then as you exhale, you're going to take that block down back behind you. Take your left hand with you and grip the block. Good. Gripping the block, inhale, roll the shoulders back, reach it back, arch the back, looking up. Good. So you're trying to pull the block apart. You're gripping it, opening through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, take those arms all the way back up, press into the block, reach through those arms. Exhale, draw low belly in. Good. Keep broadening the shoulder blades as you inhale, send the block forward. Good. So shoulder blades are broad. As you exhale, draw those shoulder blades together. Good. Then release the block down. Pause there and just notice. Notice the heat that you created in those shoulders. Exhale. Good. As you inhale, come forward onto those hands and knees. Maybe find a little cat-cow, round and flex and extend. And then from here, we're going to come into a little thread the needle for our arms. So from here, as you inhale, take that right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, slide it underneath the left arm. So reach that left arm, bring your head and shoulder down, lean forward into that right arm. So your hips are stacked over knees. Come up onto your left fingertips and roll the left shoulder back. Let that right temple, the right side of your head drop toward the floor. And then your hips are probably leaning toward the left. Can you shift them to the right? Breathing into this little tiny twist. Maybe that left hand can extend forward like downward facing dog to help rotate the shoulders any little bit. Good. 2 more breaths here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, slide that left hand back. As you exhale, press yourself up. And then inhale, reach that arm up to the sky. And exhale, hand to floor. Good. Find a little cat-cow here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Second side, as you inhale, take that left arm to the sky. Exhale, draw it all the way underneath. Shifting yourself, laying that head down. Come up onto the right fingertips. And then start to shift the hips back toward the left. Let the head be heavy. Hips and knees are stacked. And then maybe that right arm starts to lengthen forward like downward dog. So you're pressing into both arms. You're finding that rotation through the upper back, drawing in through the low belly, and then hips are going away from the direction you're facing. 1 more full breath here. Exhale fully. As you inhale, slide that right hand back down. Exhale, press yourself up. And then as you inhale, sweep the arm up. And exhale, hand down. Good. Pressing down into those hands. You inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Good. As you inhale, lengthen, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift those hips, find downward facing dog. You can take a moment, paddle the feet, shift the hips, do anything that you need to kind of release any tension through the hips and hamstrings. Be mindful of your movement. Notice what feels good. Notice where you need to maybe hold for a breath. Can you relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, even though your arms are supporting you? Exhale fully here. And we're going to step through to a lunge. As you inhale, take your right leg, lift it to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum. Pause here for a moment. Just open through that hip flexor. And then on your next inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, draw knee toward nose, stepping that foot forward. Logging your blocks if you need them. You let your back knee come to the ground. If it feels like today you're feeling pretty good and you want to keep that back leg straight, you're more than welcome to. We're just going to bend and straighten into that front leg. So sometimes right at the beginning, if your hamstrings are tight, staying on your knees is going to feel best. If you feel like you have a little bit more range of motion, keeping that back knee up and bend and straightening. And just breathing into it. And one more round here. And the next time you get to that bent knee position, pause. If your back knee is up, bring it to the ground. On your inhale, sweep those arms up, Anjaneyasana. Lengthen up, exhale here. But as you inhale, bring those hands down behind you, interlink the fingers or hands into back pockets. Roll the shoulders back, and then lengthen your hands toward your feet if they're interlinked. Really opening up through the front body. Press into the legs like you want to stand up, but you'll stay low. Good. Exhale here. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. As you exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, rotate toward that bent knee. So you're rotating toward the right. Roll the shoulders back. Press the palms. Use that core to engage. Going to take another breath here. And then as you exhale, take your right thumb to your right hip and kind of draw that right hip back more. So engage a little bit more in the twist. Take that left arm, sweep it forward. Good, keep rotating. And then that left hand's gonna come down to the block or floor. Keep pulling the right hip back. Once that hand makes contact with the floor, open the chest a little bit more. Good, breathing here. Maybe that right hand then starts to come up toward the sky. Finding a little deeper twist. Good, another big inhale here. Exhale. Good, as you inhale, sweep that right hand all the way down to the blocks or the floor. And then on your exhale, shift and straighten that front leg. So just touching into the hamstring here. So again, you can stay here, you can stay low, you can straighten the back leg, but just really getting into the hamstring here. Toes are drawing back, heels pressing down, heart's coming forward. And then just 2 breaths, take the toes, rotate them toward the right, getting into that outer hip. Another big inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Good, plant the hands, step it back, downward dog. Good, nice big inhale in dog. Exhale. As you inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way down. Reach the arms back, ground through the pubic bone, ground through the toes. As you inhale, lift the chest. On your exhale, hover feet and hands, locust. Take another big inhale here. As you exhale, ground the toes, slide the elbows forward for Sphinx. Press into the hands, press into the pubic bone. Inhale, drag the heart forward. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Good, lengthen the tailbone, take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, slide the elbows back, hands by your chest, tuck your toes, press back knees or toes, child's pose, or downward facing dog. Take your choice here, take another breath. And exhale. Press into the hands, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, find downward dog if you're not there already. And then inhale, left leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Stay here for another breath. Exhale. As you inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, draw knee toward nose, step that foot forward. And again, back knee can be up or down. You're just going to move through a little bit of movement here, bending and straightening into that front leg. So checking in with the hips, the hamstrings. See if you can continue to release through the neck and jaw. Use your breath to find that movement. And the next time you come to that bent knee position, pause. Good, pressing down as you inhale, reach those arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale here. Good, on your inhale, bring those hands down behind you. Either interlink the fingers with your opposite thumb on top or hands pressing into your hips. Roll the shoulders back, big inhale, reach those hands to your back foot. Chin toward chest. And imagine pressing the legs so much that you could stand up if you wanted. Another big breath here. Exhale. Releasing that grip as you take the arms up on your inhale. And on your exhale, bring those hands toward your heart, pressing palms together. Inhale, rotate toward that left leg. So rotate, shoulders relaxed. Nice big breaths, engage through the core. And then taking that left thumb to your left hip, kind of pull the left hip back to help you find a little bit more rotation. And on your inhale, right arm reaches forward, continue to rotate. And then as you exhale, you're going to take that right hand down to the blocker floor. Keep pulling the left hip back for rotation. Once that hand lands on the floor, open the chest, rotate more. Maybe take that top arm, that left arm up toward the sky. Good, breathing into it here. Press into the legs like you want to stand up, but you're not. Press into the bottom hand, reach with the top arm, big inhale. Stay to exhale. Inhale circles that top hand all the way back down to the ground. And then as you exhale, shift the hips, finding that stretch in the front leg. Again, back knee can be up or down, but you're engaging into that front leg to find the hamstring. Heart comes forward, engaging into that front leg. And then just for a couple breaths, take those toes, rotate them to the left, getting into that outer hip. Exhale fully. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bends you into that front knee. Plant the hands, step it back, downward dog. Nice big inhale and dog. And exhale. Inhale brings you forward to plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes. Reach the arms back around the pubic bone. Inhale, lift chest, hands, and feet. Stay to exhale. As you inhale, slide those elbows forward, ground the toes for Sphinx. Press down, pull the chest forward on your inhale. Stay to exhale. And then as you inhale, slide those hands back, tuck your toes, press it back, child's pose, downward dog. Take a breath. Relax through the neck and jaw. Check in with the body. Exhale fully. Press down into those hands. You inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, find downward dog. One more little standing series. Inhale, takes the right leg to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, step it forward. Back heel's gonna stay up. As you inhale, take those arms up. High lunge. Exhale here. And as you inhale, take the arms wide. And as you exhale, that right arm's gonna come underneath the left for eagle. Press the palms, lift the elbows, bend into that front knee, and then send the elbows forward. Shoulders down. If you have a little bit more range of motion in your low back, keeping that belly engaged, start to lift the elbows and then upper back extends. Good, big inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, unwind the arms, take them up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, as you inhale, start to rotate once again toward that right leg. Good, palms press. Taking that right hand, right thumb to your right hip, pull it back, take the left arm forward. Good, big inhale. Good, as you exhale, that left hand will either come to blocker floor or bend that left elbow and bring it to the right knee. Good, pull the right hip back, press into the left knee, flex the palm, and then if you have balance, right hand meets left hand, right elbow lifts, and then find a deeper twist. Balance is the thing here. Look toward your fingers, toward your elbow, toward something that's not moving. Big inhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, look down. Exhale, both hands down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, downward dog. Good, nice big inhale and dog. We're gonna go right to the second side. Exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, stepping that foot forward. Back heel is gonna stay up, back knee stays up. Inhale is gonna lift you into that high lunge. Exhale here. Good, as you inhale, take the arms wide. Exhale, this time left arm under the right for eagle. Lift up through those elbows. Good, send the elbows forward, keep bending into that front knee. Engage through the legs. Breathe here if this feels good or you have a little bit more range of motion in the low back. Start to lift the elbows, extending up just through the upper back. Low back stays nice and strong. Exhale here. As you inhale, unwind the arms, reach them. Exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, rotate toward that left knee. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Engage the legs. Left hand comes to that left hip. Pull the left hip back as you reach the right arm forward. Good, keep bending into the front knee, and then either right hand to blocker floor or right elbow to that left knee. Press elbow into knee, pull the hip back, find the rotation, find your balance, and then press palms together. Good, rotate that top shoulder back, find a gaze point. Nice deep breaths. One more full inhale here. Exhale. Good, inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands come back to the floor. Press in, step it back, downward dog. Good, big inhale and dog. Exhale. Inhale brings you forward, plank. As you exhale, let the knees come down, uncurl the toes, press into the tops of the feet. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward, roll the shoulders back into a lazy upward dog. Press into the hands to lift the chest, squeeze the glutes more. And then exhale, press the hips back, knees go wide, child's pose. Relax the arms, relax the head. Nice deep breaths into that upper back. Maybe even take a moment to rock on your forehead side to side. And pressing into those hands, sitting up, either sitting on your heels or sitting cross-legged. Grab your strap. And then making sure if your strap has buckles, make sure you're holding on to the buckle so you don't hit yourself in the head here. It's never fun. And then take that strap nice and long. You only need to hold on to the end that might have the buckle. Take that arm, reach it up to the sky. The other strap is going to come into, so your right hand, left hand is going to come behind you. Kind of do a little bit of a backward side lean. So it's kind of like out to the side and behind you. Take that right arm, reach it up. And then as you exhale, draw it back and out to the side. Good. Inhale up. And exhale back and out to the side. So you might need to, as you reach it up, you might need to readjust on that left hand to find a deeper side bend. And then exhale down and back. Good. Inhale, side bend, look down. Exhale, open it up, look toward the right. Good. One more time. Good. Come back to the side. Press into that left hand, bring yourself up. And then take that right hand just a little bit down and back. Left arm reaches up. Good. Find that little side bend. So adjust the strap so you have the side bend. And then exhale, open it up, back. Come into the side bend. Adjust if you need. And then open it back. Good. A couple more times like that. Side bend. And opening the chest. Last one. Come to that side bend. And then press yourself up to center. Grabbing onto that strap so that you're able to bring your arms behind you straight, but you still have a little bit of a stretch across the front of the chest. So you're pulling the strap away. Inhale, you're going to take the arms up, pull the low belly in. Exhale, arms back. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Good. Last one. Inhale, up. And exhale, back. Nice. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale forward. You're going to take the strap, maybe make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to face you or turn around. Last one here. You're going to take the strap behind you. Instead of interlinking your fingers, you're going to hold on to the strap so the hands face away from you, your palms face away. And you're going to straighten the arms. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the hands up toward the sky, but then start to drop your head forward toward the floor. And come up onto your shins and lift the hands to the sky. So you're on the top of your head, press into the shins to lift the hips, and then maybe arms come toward the front of your mat any little bit. Good. So this is rabbit pose, just a little different variation. And then as you exhale, slowly release it down. Once your hands get by your feet, release the strap. Keep your knees close, let your shoulders round forward, let your chin tuck toward your chest, and just round over those legs. Take a few deep breaths here. And then remove that strap from behind you. Make your way all the way onto your foot. Once you're on your back, pause there. Maybe do a couple windshield wipers with the legs. As you do your windshield wipers, maybe add the neck in, rocking opposite direction of the knees. And then take any other posture you need before Shavasana. Maybe that's a hug of the knees, maybe happy baby, maybe a twist. Whatever you need here, take that time before you settle into stillness. And when you're ready, finding your position of stillness, it might be on your back, your belly, your side. It might be seated today. But once you've found that position of rest, take 3 deep cleansing breaths. With each one, seeing if you can release the tension through the neck and shoulders. Just a little bit more. See if you can feel the weight of your body dropping down into the floor beneath you. Just slowly start to let go. Going from movement into stillness. Stillness of the body. Slowing the breathing down, let it come back to normal. Continue to keep the mind slow. When the mind wanders off, and it will, bring it back to the rise and fall of your belly, the sensation of your body relaxing. And I'll bring you out of Shavasana with the sound of my voice. Take rest. Well, your next breath to come in a little deeper. If you feel like you need to stay here longer to rest and restore, please do. Otherwise, start to bring some movement into those fingers and toes. Maybe start to find a slight rock of the head from side to side. And then grow that movement into the arms and legs. Maybe even taking those arms back behind you, slide your feet together, give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bending the knees, either hug the knees in, windshield wiper, happy baby. Whatever's going to feel best to you. And then take a moment, use your right arm as a pillow, roll over to that right side, and just pause. Taking the time to acknowledge shifts and changes from the practice. To acknowledge that time of rest, moving into movement again. And then mindfully press yourself up towards seated. Once you found that comfortable seat, allow your eyes to close. Allow your hands to come to your heart center and just pause. Allow yourself to come into the space, onto your mat, into your body. Connecting again with the surroundings. Once again, just scanning through the body, acknowledging any subtle shifts and changes physically, mentally, emotionally. Offering up a little bit of gratitude for making it to your mat today. Taking along all of the benefits from this practice as you move off your mat into your day ahead. And we'll seal this practice in with a sigh of the breath or an om. Exhale fully. Inhale. Taking a moment, think of one thing in your life you truly are grateful for. Hold on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies for some.